to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. The Wildcats offense takes the field. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. The 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They stop him after a 6-yard run out through the 24. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Northwestern will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Special teams coming through the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wildcats have it back from Northwestern offense, headed out. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. Got the 1st down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we've got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. Sweet cut there. Breaks into the open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
The 4-yard line after that run.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking to throw on first down. And down he goes back at the 3. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, running back on the move. Gives them a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. A little screen to the running back. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. They'll test the right side. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Cherry. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Here's the pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He makes the catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll ride his man on the option. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Auburn escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Tigers fans there today could have done without this one being so close. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that obviously open over the middle of the field. But you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit.
Looking deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Wagner. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we've played one quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field.
6 remain. Military stuff.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold up.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Pace, 27, jump.
Back to throw, it's Cherry. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. They want to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Just couldn't quite hook up on that last pass play. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Turns it loose. Finds a man by himself. It's a seam wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And it's no good. He missed it. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. Lead is huge. Looking for a man. It's Cherry. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. They go to the ground. Turning it on. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. Got the first down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Right on the money. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Cherry. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got him this time. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Let's go! Let's go!
Northwestern.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
First and goal, Northwestern.
They'll go to the air. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. He leaves it with the back. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Cherry. Fires one high and deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take another shot here. He's got it down the left side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Trying to set the tone with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. of the gun to give to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Looking to throw, it's Cherry. Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And the Northwestern offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time, and they back it up here.
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop.
There he goes to the right. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Northwestern! He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Cherry. Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Here's the handoff. Finds a little space. Got enough for the first down and wants more. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling. They'll ride the hot hand. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The inside handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Buckeyes want to move quickly. He's looking to pass. Fires to the big fella. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, lead the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Here we go.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
White 53. White 53.
The give to the back. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down.
At the 18.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Gives it on the option. Can't get him to the ground.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Picked off to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about...
Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to throw, it's Kinsey. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Soft spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. Just keeps slinging it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Barrett. At the 35, he's got room. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. It's a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's great. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Navy is on top, but it's not like Roger Staubach is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Temple. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Offense with jumbo personnel. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Time to take a shot. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what...
He lofts one down the sideline, and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it! And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Back to pass, it's great. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly to the tight end. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll go right back to the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Gray. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Timeout called here by by the defense. It's their first of the half. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they were able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think
time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lost one deep down the right side. Catch inside the 25. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.